Oh, I mean, it was like, you know, we used the most advanced, extensive things that we have. This is what's called the AP. So this is when he stands, and his knees are like that. So he was probably, it's just almost, a joint is almost like dislocating. It's so bad. I mean, that's the problem. You know, it was like years ago we did arthroscopic and we did everything. I saw him, I was like, man, let's see, what else? He's about like, 50-something, 52.
52.
So I think way back when, it's what's called body habit. Some people's legs are, you know, bowed out a little bit. Some people's straight. So he was like that. And he's a big guy. Yeah. And he probably a rough and tumble guy, you know. Injuries, this, that, you name it. Yeah. Boom, 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 damage cartilage, damage meniscus, and on and on. Years ago, we did the arthroscopic, you know, cleaned him out and did all that. And he got about as many miles as he gonna get, you know. And so when he came out, I was like, man.
Is this both knees or one knee?
Well, his right knee is worse. His left knee is same song, second verse. But this is, but not as bad. Okay? Yeah. So this is like looking at him from the front. And the problem is his legs are just so bowed in, like that, you know, both. And so, because of that, there's absolutely no cartilage here. The cartilage had worn down. He's eroding into the bone. There's just no space, nothing, zero, just gone.
He's gone.
And so it's just end stage. And so we have these techniques where we can do the three-dimensional modeling. We take scans of his knees, and the engineers can map everything out based off the data that they acquire, a CT scan. Inside of a computer, they can make a virtual reality knee, okay? And then so because of that, we can make these precise planning guides, which as you see here. Then they make these guides that snap on, because what these are designed to do is to be able to, for us to remove the bad bone and cartilage, and we can measure it down to the millimeter, so it's a very precise technique. It's a custom design, so it's made specifically for him. It fits line to line. And so at the end of the day, he's got a component on the femur like that. He's got this tibial piece which fits here. He's got this post and cam system which fits in, and this polyethylene substitutes for the cartilage. And everything went great, looks great. And, you know, he's gonna, I mean, it's gonna be such a game changer for him. And so it ends up looking something like this. Well, not quite to scale, but these guys, so it's like he's got that metal piece that goes on that. Then he's got a tray that goes here with the stem that goes down, and he's got this spacer in between. And so that's his deal. We also put like this little button under his kneecap, this little, like a little polyethylene button. And so everything went good. We did him under a spinal, so we give him an IV, numb up his, give him a spinal, you know, when you have babies, an epidural.
Right.
So, boom, they do that, numb his leg up. And so his leg will be numb and numb for hours and hours. Then we inject all his anesthetics in there to keep it numb. And I told him it's his call. If he wants to go home tonight, this afternoon, he could either go and sleep in his own bed tonight, or Lindsay's going to come check on him in the morning and sign him out. So the whole deal of it, he's got to get up, show that he can use a walker. It ain't rocket science. Like that. He's got to get up, kind of move, go to the bed. He's got bed to chair. He's got to eat, drink, and pee. Then he can get out of here.
Okay, wow.
And then, so if he wants to spend the night, he can. It's like 6 one way, half dozen the other. I'd say about 25% of the younger, more active people like him go home in the afternoon, sleep in his own bed. Yeah. It's like either way. Don't matter.
I'm just worried about the pain, man. But you said
the pain deal is that we have the long-acting injections we injected, which complement the spinal. Then we have pills that he takes. And so there's not going to be any difference between the pain medicine he gets here or at the house. Okay. It's all his prescriptions that are on the chart. Now, the only thing on that is you'll probably ought to get when he goes to the floor, you ought to get the nurses to give you the scripts. Sometimes they can fill them here at the pharmacy. It all depends on what his insurance is and if they got a deal cut with him and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. All that in-network junk and all insane bureaucratic nonsense. Because the whole deal of it is, probably ought to do that today. Turn it in at whatever pharmacy y'all's going to use. So when y'all go home, you know, they're ready. You just pick up the meds, and then you just give him these meds, you know, and it just keeps him at a steady
Just keeps
state.
him, yeah.
And his leg will be numb theoretically for days.
Okay. Wow.
It blocks the pain and the nerves and everything. And but he does have to put a little downtime. He's gonna have a machine, and he's got this motion machine.
Good. He was hoping for that machine.
Well, I order it. I mean, you know.
Okay, good.
We're so daggone frustrated. I've been doing this 30 years, and what we used to do in the old days, we'd say, we'd get our pen and go, okay, you need this, and this. We write orders, and they go, thank you, doctor. And then we go, okay. And now we go, we need this, and this. And you come back and say, well, they didn't get you this. Oh no, it wasn't approved. Oh, this. Oh, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's like, who's the freaking experts, man?
Exactly.
That's the problem. The core problem is the third-party payer system, be it the government, the insurance companies, or comp, whatever. That's the problem.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Yeah.
And it's just amazing the stupid stuff they make us do that serves no purpose.
Right.
And that's what I want to do.
How long will this last?
Well, we don't know the answer to that. Theoretically, I mean, the custom design, patient-specific models are the most precise techniques that we have in technologies, and the total knee got released in 2008, and this is a third generation improvement. So the problem is that, like this particular knee, this posterior stabilizer with the post and everything, we've only had that about 2 years. And it's like,
they can move around.
yeah. But so I'm hoping that you get 25 years of miles out of it. The only thing that can theoretically wear down is this polyethylene. The metal, the wear rate on the metal is infinitesimal. I mean, this right here, theoretically, unless it gets loose or, you know, the problem, the bonding agents or some issue, then it's not a wear rate thing. Okay, this could theoretically wear down, and if that is the case, heck, I'll be retired then. 10 or 15, 20 years from now, somebody could go in.
You reline it.
Yeah, and they get this blueprint, and they make them a new liner and pop the liner in.
Well, how long do you think the second leg will last?
Well, what we usually try to do is, ideally, and again, he's an aberration, because normally you don't do these knee replacements on a 52-year-old fella.
I know.
So usually, you know, let's say he's 65, and
Yeah.
we say, hey, you know, you got to get your legs under you, you know, get, like 6 months is the big hurdle, okay? 6 months where you kind of really rocking and rolling, you know, like, and so that's the ideal time, you know? And so what's 6 months from now is, what's that, where are we at?
March.
Yeah, you know, maybe we'll see what happens when he gets, you know, January-ish, February-ish, or whatever, and he's going to say when he's ready to go.
Yeah, well, he was hoping they should do it.
You were going to do both.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to, it's like,
Almost done.
the experience on that is that you can do it and you can get them over with, but it's like they either go, it's either they do fine or it's like a double trouble crash and burn, and I don't know why. It's like when something goes wrong, you got the double whammy, and so that's why it seems like the best way is to like knock one out, you know.
I've heard people do one and say, I ain't going through that again.
Yeah, but that was before we had all these blocks and agents and all that, and we got it so dialed in now.
Yeah, I need mine replaced. Dr. Green about it.
Oh yeah.
So I told him, hey, I don't want to do both at the same time. He said, well, we got to have a little talk to Jesus about that.
I've been doing this for 30-something years now, and I've been through every freaking progression of this and that. If you do one, it always seems like one does okay, one it's always like, and it never seems to work out. I got one of my partners who does that, and me and a couple other guys said, I ain't doing that no more. It's just so much harder, harder to get over. It's like, and so it's just like a onesie-twosie seems to work better, you know?
Yeah, he was hoping like he didn't know if the orthoscopic at the end of the year, you know, for the other knee or.
Did I already scope the other one?
You have before.
I can't imagine that.
You've done something.
Well, the problem is that a scope ain't gonna do no good.
Oh, it's not gonna do any good on that one, huh?
No, because this cartilage is one. This one was actually eroding into the bone. The cartilage is so worn off. This one, no, the scope ain't gonna do anything.
Okay, done.
And so I'm thinking that you know, we got to get him down the road on this. That riding will be the workhorse, you see.
Yeah.
And then he gets on down the road 4 to 6 months or whatever, till he gets his wind under his sails, and you know, we could scan him up, do all the planning, do all that junk, and then you know, I don't know, Marchish.
Yeah.
You know, it's usually like people seem to cross the big hurdle at 6 months, and then it keeps getting better. 12 months, 24 months.
Yeah.
But this is going to be a game changer.
I know. I'm so happy for him. He's so afraid that it's not going to work. It's like nothing can be worse. It can't be worse
That's
than
what I'm
what it
saying.
is
I
already.
mean, I was just talking to the guys. I'm like, yeah. I said, yeah, this, because this is like, I've only had this technology, this generation of it for like 2 years. With these posts and these cams and these spacers and all these things, and you know, it just keeps getting better and better. It's custom design, patient specific.
Exactly.
You know, that's made for him. This comes off 3-dimensional blueprints, and they make the guides and they make the components, and it's, you know, down to like millimeters, and it's just good stuff.
Thank you so much.
And then, you know, we don't know the answer. Nobody really knows how long it'll last, because the technologies and techniques are so good now. You have to go 20 years